Hello everyone, welcome back to the Telecom Talk Show. My name is Taran Singh Thakur and joining is again today is Shri. Shri, welcome to the show. Shri is our Telecom Talk analyst, guys. And today we are talking about Airtel Black. Now, a lot of you might already know what that is, but we'll dive in a little bit deeper today and we'll also, integrate or talk about why Jio is not offering this. So, Shri, let's get moving. What do you think about Airtel Black?
Tanay, thanks for the invite again. And regarding this Airtel Black, I think that's more of a premium move from Airtel to offer the flexibility of DTH, mobile postpaid, and broadband connectivity. Along with the broadband, you also get a landline. See, on the fiber, you get the broadband telephone, right? So that's it. So basically, we were discussing in a previous video. Customers like you or me, like whoever it is, like who are on mobility, they use a postpaid mobile connection. Whereas on when they're back to home, they look for the broadband. So taking a cue from that, I think Airtel has clubbed both the broadband as well as postpaid mobile segment along with the DTH. So now,
Yeah,
as a customer, if I want to avail the benefit of it, I will just opt for one service where I'll just pay bill once and can avail the benefit of all the three. So it's
yeah,
not just three. I think Airtel Black also offers a flexibility where I can just opt only two services. Let us say I am not a customer who only watches TV. So I don't watch TV or DTH. So I'll just stick with only my broadband or a mobile connectivity. So I'll just opt for two. Or maybe if I have one more connection or a family member whom I want to add, I can just simply add the connection. It's just like a plug and play.
yeah,
You match, you pick something, you add it, and you create your own plan.
yeah.
So that flexibility Airtel Black is offering to customers. And another thing, if you ask why exactly Airtel is giving such a kind of flexibility, Thana, if you look at the industry perspective, it depends on what customer base are you targeting.
Yeah,
And like if you are targeting a user who cannot pay the premium segment, or if you are targeting a user who is well equipped and who is into like any traditional business or work environment and he is ready to pay for the service.
yeah,
So let us see if you pick my case, I will choose a service provider where I'll be like, okay, I just pick the service from them. I'll be staying comfortable. No questions asked. And another thing, if you go for a service provider, like see, you'll if you are picking each service from a different multiple providers, you cannot say that in a bold manner that see, I'm opting this service from you, I need excellent service. But if you are availing all the services as a bundle from a particular teleco provider or service provider, you have that command over the customer care segment. Like you can question them
yeah.
if there is any deficiency of service. So to avoid that, even Airtel has included the 60-second customer or a priority service or a relationship manager where any premium customer will expect.
Yeah,
So now I don't want to go through the traditional route of okay, waiting for the customer care executive to call me or look for someone else who don't even value me as a customer. This relationship manager concept for the Black is an excellent proposition
yeah.
where I don't want to go road and road or wall and wall to wall to get a service along with my service.
I
So relationship, right. Go ahead.
yeah, I think Shri, Airtel Black is a killer move, primarily because of all the
Right,
things that you mentioned already, and I also believe it solves the core problem of paying multiple bills. Uh,
right,
I think what's really clear about this move from Airtel is not targeting or looking for customers who want to pay less. So Airtel Black, I
right,
don't think it gives any sort of discount to the customers because services don't get cheap either way. But
right,
it solves your core problem of paying. Say you have six people inside your home and you have to pay postpaid bills or prepaid bills for all of them, and then you have to recharge your TV, then you have to recharge your broadband connection, and then on top of that you have a whole of your other utility bills. So this Airtel Black service I think helps you out in a very big manner when you have to pay just a single bill, and then you can also budget accordingly for the coming months because you know what to
right,
expect. Now, Shri, what I want to ask you is, Airtel CEO is pretty much clear about this move, and he said that we just want the premium customers just to start with postpaid service, okay, and then
right,
we'll get them up in the charts of the company to come and experience our broadband connections and then DTH, and then we'll try to push them over to the Airtel Black to increase their ARPU. Okay, so
Right.
income from all segments. But do you think is there any sort of disadvantage to this service, or is there anything? I mean, Airtel is allowing customers to opt out of this service anytime they want. Do you think there should have been a lock-in period or something like that?
Tanay, I'll just tell one thing, which what I feel. If you are
Okay.
confident on your service, I don't think lock-in is required. If you are
Yeah.
confident on your services, like you don't need to lock in customers.
Yeah.
Maybe there may be certain customers who just try for the sake of it, and these kind of customers really does not add any value to anyone, be it for the
Yeah.
company or be it for the teleco ecosystem. They are just
Hmm.
like I don't want to name anything, tag them with any particular name, but
Yeah.
they're not
Yeah.
just good for the ecosystem as well. They just
Yeah.
try just for the sake of it and just leave. They're
Yeah.
actually more burden to the telcos if you look at
Yeah.
it. They're
Yeah.
onboarding, they're maintaining their database records. They're actually a burden. So
Yeah.
I don't think that a lock-in will really matter when a teleco is confident on their services. So it's pretty fine and normal.
Yeah. I think one of the biggest attractions for this Airtel Black service is the 30 days free service that Airtel is offering to the customers. So
Right.
for those of you who don't know, if you're opting for a new service from Bharti Airtel and if you want to convert into an Airtel Black customer, so say you are already a postpaid customer and you want to try out the broadband service from the company, then you can actually get 30 days of free broadband service if you're converting into an Airtel Black customer. So I think that is also a good proposition. Now, Shri, I want to focus on one another telco that is the prime competitor of Airtel, Reliance Jio. Shri,
Okay.
Jio also has a broadband service, Jio Fiber. Then it has prepaid and postpaid mobile services, and then there's not a DTH service, but there's still a set-top box, okay, offered with the
OTT. Right.
fiber broadband service. Yeah. So do you think this sort of concept can also be employed by Jio?
A concept in the sense bundling.
Yeah.
Tanay, like I already said, let me clarify you with this. What exactly happens behind the scene with the customer mind. So let us
Okay.
say I'm a premium customer. Let us say for imagine.
Yeah.
So I have four connections in my home individually. Let
Hmm.
us say individually. First, the
Hmm.
main problem for me is that time. I don't find
Yeah.
time to focus on which bill is going when and what exactly is happening, whose bill need to be paid when, and how
Yeah.
should I pay. See, if you are like a busy individual, would not even find time to focus on the paying bill. They don't even find time to pay the bills. So
Yeah.
for them, a service like Airtel Black, let us say, if all the four connections, that DTH, broadband, or postpaid connections, whatever it is, just come clubbed or bundled in one go. I just pay. I just take 5 minutes of my precious time. I just pay the bill, finish it, close it, and forget for the next billing cycle.
Okay.
So that only happens on what kind of customers are you targeting. So
Yeah.
let us see, if I'm targeting a customer who is into business or who is into a work, who is into serious work, 9 to 5 job or whatever, they really don't have time to do all this mess.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
But if you are targeting who like if your target audience is someone else who really don't fall into your criteria, maybe they may afford to pay multiple bills, or they just look for a lot of plans, or they have enough time to do a lot of things. So
Yeah.
that we from the other side of the table cannot judge or pinpoint something to tell that acha, these are the customers whom a particular telco is targeting. That we don't know.
Yeah.
So in such a way, we cannot even tell that, okay, if they would have bundled, it would be an advantage to that teleco. We cannot
Yeah.
particularly tell.
Yeah.
So the customer segment of a teleco really matters in even bundling the services as well as with the pricing.
Okay. I think, Shri, but to be really honest, I see a lot of customers who have both Jio prepaid or postpaid mobile service, and then they also have a broadband connection. I think a lot of Indians must have Jio fiber inside their homes and then have multiple Jio mobile connections. I personally think that it could have been a beneficial service, but again, Jio is not a small company, and they also have big brains inside the organization. So I, I
Right.
I'm sure they must have pondered on this as well, because if Airtel is doing something, then Jio wants to do it in a better manner, and I of course feel like Airtel must feel the same way. So just to summarize our conversation, do you think Airtel Black is the prime service for an Airtel customer to opt for?
Tanay, if you ask me, my opinion, see, if you
Yeah.
ask me as a customer, see, I don't watch TV, so I don't need DTH service. I
Okay.
only need a broadband service. I just need a postpaid connection or whatever
Yeah.
wireless connectivity. So
Yeah.
I will just opt for a black connection where it offers me these two along with
Okay.
the flexibility of my billing cycle, preferable
Yeah.
billing cycle, because
Yeah.
a billing cycle do really matters, because uh, people will budget, like maybe there might be certain people who get salary at particular different dates, or they may be getting
True.
money from somewhere else. So
True.
billing cycle do really matter, and that flexibility is what really benefits for the people
Yeah.
who pay all this on a monthly basis.
Yeah.
So I'll just opt for the black for these two services alone.
Well, gotcha, Shri. Thank you so much for joining us today. We loved your insights, and I hope everyone listening to this conversation also enjoyed it in the same manner. Guys, please, if you have not subscribed to our channel yet, subscribe and do follow us on our podcast platforms also. Thank you.